The Soviet commanders had a problem. Their men were dying, and they couldn't find the shooter. He was out there, somewhere, but every search party came back empty, or didn't come back at all. They sent counter-snipers. He killed them. They fired artillery barrages at entire sections of forest just hoping one shell would find him. Nothing worked. His name was Simo Häyhä. He was a Finnish farmer. Born in 1905 near the Russian border, in a small municipality surrounded by forest and snow. He grew up hunting. He was quiet, modest, kept to himself. His neighbors described him as mild-mannered and friendly. He did his compulsory military service, went home, went back to farming. Then, on November 30th, 1939, the Soviet Union invaded Finland. The numbers were staggering. Over 750,000 Soviet soldiers against Finland's 300,000. More tanks, more aircraft, more of everything. Stalin expected it to be over in 2 weeks. What he didn't account for was the terrain. The frozen forests the Finns had grown up in. And men like Simo Häyhä, who knew every shadow, every snowdrift, every sightline like the back of his own hand. Häyhä dressed entirely in white. He refused a telescopic sight. It would catch the light and give away his position. Instead, he used iron sights. Basic. Old. He would pack snow into his mouth so his breath wouldn't fog in the cold air and betray where he was hiding. He would set up position before dawn and stay there until the light died, in temperatures of -40 degrees. The kills mounted. 5 a day on average, in a winter with almost no daylight hours. On his single highest day, 25 confirmed kills. Soviet units stopped advancing in his sector. Soldiers refused to move in the open. The Red Army had a name for him, Belaya Smert, the White Death. Then they tried to hunt him specifically. Counter-sniper teams, sent into the forest after one man. He killed them. Artillery barrages on entire forest sections. He survived them. By February 1940, 80 days into the war, the Finnish government declared him a national hero. They gave him a custom-built rifle. Then, on March 6, 1940, 11 days before the war ended, a Soviet soldier finally found him in the scope. An explosive bullet struck him in the jaw. Soldiers who reached him reported that half his face was missing. They loaded him onto a sled and rushed him to a field hospital. He slipped into a coma. When he woke up, 7 days later, Finland and the Soviet Union had already signed the peace treaty. The war was over. He was promoted to second lieutenant by Field Marshal Mannerheim himself, one of the fastest battlefield promotions in Finnish military history. How many men he killed, the sources still debate. His own memoir said around 500. What isn't debated, no sniper in any war has matched it since. He spent years recovering from his jaw injury. Then he went home. Back to farming. Back to hunting. He bred dogs. He hunted moose. He avoided publicity for decades. In 1998, a journalist finally asked him, "How did you become such a good sniper?" He thought about it. Practice. Although Allen Iverson might disagree. He died in 2002. He was 96 years old. Subscribe to Live Once, Die Famous, and hit the bell so you never miss a story. Like the video, and drop a comment telling us who we should cover next. Unlike the Soviet counter-snipers, you'll always know where to find us. One life, one story, history.